Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So it's been almost 1.5 months since I've installed this Powertronic CCU on my Duke 200, and I have ridden close to 700 to 800 kilometers if I'm not wrong. And to be honest, it has been performing very well on my Duke 200. It came with 2 preloaded maps, and currently I'm running on the second map. You can change it on the go if you have the switch, which is available. I didn't bought the switch because it wasn't available back then when I bought it. So anyways, talking about the performance, well, it's not just about the top speed and the rev limiter. Even though the rev limiter has increased all the way up to 12,000. Initially it was 10,000 rpm, but right now it's 12,000 rpm. And other than that, talking about the pickup, well, the pickup has improved, and the pickup is very much noticeable. Especially the in-gear acceleration is very nice compared to what it was earlier. Well, you know, when I installed the ECU, initially I felt that it may not have made a very big difference on my Duke. Then I did the TPS calibration. I went on the stock ECU. It comes with the stock coupler, just in case if you want to go back to the stock settings. So I just went back to the stock settings, and then I just went back again to the Powertronics, and I felt major difference. You know, like right now I'm at 6th gear. Now you see it accelerates very fast as compared to what it used to accelerate earlier. So the in-gear acceleration has improved drastically, and honestly it's performing very well. And the map which they have tuned, the way they have tuned, it's just spot on. And you know, I just wish they come up with a few more maps, like, you know, improving the low-end talks. Even though they have improved it, but again they should have, you know, they can make something, they can make few more maps, you know, something like for mileage, something for top-end performance, you know, like that. Even though they have made 2 maps, the one which I'm running on is Race Plus, is for top end, and the first map, which is Race, has a very good mid-end torque. So yeah, well, that's about the performance. Now talking about engine heating, well, it's been almost 1.5 months, as I've said, and I haven't faced any issues. I didn't felt any difference when it comes to heating, because as it is, I changed my engine oil after installing this Powertronics, and it's performing very well. And you know, I feel that after installing Powertronics, it's running a bit more smoother. It's not about the placebo effect. I have tested it, not just me. I gave my cousin, who again rides a Duke 200. You have seen a video, 2-3 videos actually. So I gave him my bike, he rode it, even he felt it very much smoother. Of course, there's not gonna be a day and night difference, but yes, there is a difference. It is smoother. And other than that, no reliability issues as of now. It's working very nice. Yeah, I just faced a very small issue, that was carbon fouling on the spark plug, and it was not because of the Powertronic CCU or the map which I, you know, tuned later on. It's nothing about that. The issue I faced was because of, okay, I just broke a signal. I'm sorry about that. I just didn't notice that. So anyways, yeah, what was I talking about? Talking about carbon fouling. Well, that carbon fouling issue was not because of Powertronics or the stock ECU, but it was because of the petrol I was using. It was power, and due to some reason it wasn't working very well. So you know, the top end performance was more or less the same, not very big difference, but yeah, bike was running a bit more smoother. And that is maybe because of you know, the bike was running way too rich. So you know, when a bike runs way too rich, you know, the the engine temperatures go down slightly, and if you are running way too lean, then your temperatures go up, and you know, you are running at a risk of seizing your engine. So yeah, that's a different topic altogether, so we'll talk about it maybe in some other video. So that's about it for now. The performance is really great, as I've said. Everything is working very well, you know. And just in case if you need to switch the maps, you can just open the seat, the rear seat where the Powertronics is installed. There is a, you can say it's sort of a plug. You just need to open it, then it runs on map 1. You connect it back, then it runs on map 2. True. Well, few more things about this bike. Well, on 5th gear this bike does 128-29ish, so very good with the stock gearing ratio, because earlier on the 5th gear it never used to cross 116 and 17, and now it does 128-29ish, so that's pretty good if you ask me. And that is mainly because of the 12,000 rpm, and earlier the bike used to produce close to 20 bhp on the wheel, because there's a lot of power loss which happens, because 25 bhp is what company claims, and that is produced on your crankshaft and not on your wheel. Okay, so there is a lot of loss on. According to that, the stock bike produces close to 20 bhp, and this thing produces close to 21.5. That is an improvement of 1.5 bhp, and also the torque has improved. You know, many of y'all might think that this is just an improvement of 1.5 bhp, and that's not very much useful. Let me tell you, if you are installing a conical air filter, or you are installing an exhaust or a high lift camshafts or anything of that sort, if you are going for a big door piston, so you know, you do any of these things, you definitely require a ECU, or you know, basically you require remapping, and without a Powertronics or a remapping tool you cannot remap your ECU. And you know, if you install an exhaust or an, you know, whatever performance part you install, basically it requires tuning your AFR, and in some cases it requires tuning your ignition timing. This is not a carbureted bike, this is a fuel injected bike, so after all, no matter what, you need a remapping tool, or else piggyback ECU. For example, in my case I've got Powertronics, so with Powertronics you can very easily tune your ECU. Of course, you need to have some knowledge on how to tune your ECU. Well, other than that, it's very easy, and you know, this is totally worth it if you ask me. And right now I've done close to 700 kilometers, as I've said, so I'll make a video again, detailed video, after I explore it a little bit more, after I ride it a bit more, so that I can give my long-term experience review. When I bought this ECU, I was not very much sure that how this thing is going to perform, because there was not even a single video regarding Powertronics ECU, especially on Duke 200. There was for 390, and that is the reason I was not very much sure that how this thing is going to perform on my 200. So it's performing very well, I'm satisfied. Okay, one more thing which I forgot to talk about is this thing tops out at close to 141 kilometers. Earlier it never used to cross 132, 33 was the maximum, and right now this thing does close to 141. And the time which it takes to reach the same speed which it used to take earlier is less comparatively. And as you can see, right now I'm running on a 42 tooth sprocket, and the front is 14, which is completely stock, and I'm gonna change this very soon. So I'll make a video on that once I change it, of course, you know, so I have plans. So yeah, that's it for this video. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next vlog.
Change कर दे
करूँगा